The headlines in 2026 are designed to keep you in a constant state of panic. Every morning, you are waking up to some other six-figure job that's got automated into oblivion. But here is what the doom scrollers aren't telling you. AI is amazing at processing information, but it is absolute garbage at being human. In a world of infinite, cheap, AI generated output, the human premium is skyrocketing. The highest paying careers of the next decade are not about who can code the best, they are about who can lead, who can empathize, and who can solve messy human problems at the finest. And today I'm breaking down the highest paid future careers that AI truly cannot touch. And stay to the end because I'm sharing the empathy umpire. It's a specific skill set that will make you unfireable and untouchable in the any stage of automation. So let's get to it. The reality is AI is a calculating machine, not a thinking one. So it can predict the next word, but it cannot predict the next human emotion. We are moving from the information age into the implementation and intuition age. And so the first category of people who will never be automated is the high stakes facilitator. And so those roles look like complex negotiators, people that are in high ticket sales, and crisis managers. Because when there is a $50 million deal on the line, no one wants to negotiate with a chat bot. Like, let's be real. They want a human who can read the room, detect lies, and build trust. Okay. And as automation increases, the value of high trust of real people, those relationships just go through the roof. All right. The category 2 is the soul occupations, like not like soul in your shoe, like soul in your chest, right? So our specialized healthcare workers, like physical therapists, mental health counselors, artisanal leadership, which I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what that looks like, and authentic community builders. So those specialized healthcare workers, like the physical therapists, like nobody can do physical therapy for you or with you other than an actual human. Like maybe at some stage a humanoid robot could like possibly help, but like they just can't read the room the same way. And I personally don't think that they will ever get there. Artisanal leaders are leaders that are intentional, relational, and like purpose-driven leaders. They're focusing more on building connection and balance and high performing cultures rather than like exerting some sort of management control on like, this is what we require here. Okay. And AI can diagnose these problems, but it cannot sit in a room with you in the pain, in the problem. Humans have a biological need, like from the dawn of time, for connection. And it's something that software cannot truly ever satisfy. And so I think the trend that we will continue to see throughout 2026 and 2027 is everything being human led. And that's what's going to create luxury brands. Human led automation, human led. So who are the people that are leading the transition, automation, the technology? That is where there's like a gold mine right in there. And then the third category of positions that are never going to be automated are the complex skilled trades. Okay. So like this week, for example, I live in a really old house that has a dehumidifier and sump pump and thermostats and humidistats and fans all up under the house. It's a solid wood house, like shiplap inside and out. And I record here at my house so you can like see the wood behind me. So it requires like constant maintenance to prevent mold growth. Well, they came for maintenance and there's a leak in it. So then another guy came back to try to figure out where the water's coming from. There is no robot crawling under my house that's ever going to be able to diagnose that. So they cannot diagnose and navigate these crawl spaces. They cannot help fix custom solar powered, systems. There are so many non-routine, like physical tasks. My battery ran out of my car yesterday, and so I had to get a new battery replaced. There's no person or robot, or there's no robot that can replace a person that's going to physically help you remove and install the battery, at Napa Auto Parts, right? For example. So these human-led trades, the human-led technology, human-led leadership, like that is where the gold mine is. And if you're realizing that your current business or career path is on the automation hit list, then we need to pivot your strategy. There's no point in waiting until after it happens to you to then panic and freak out and not be able to support your family. you can make strategic steps right now in the right direction that can change the trajectory of your life forever. So there's a link in my show notes. So book a call and like we'll do some strategy and talk through this together and see what this could look like for you, because it often doesn't mean like completely getting out of your industry and pivoting unless that's something that you want to do, but it may just be making some tweaks in the way that you're doing things, or you may see some opportunity where you do need to add some automation in. But the whole like payoff, the promise at the beginning is I told you about the empathy umpire. And you could probably hear where this is going if you stayed for this long in the episode, but it's the ability to understand a human problem more deeply than data suggests. So you can read numbers on a screen all day. You can watch recordings, but there is something about truly understanding someone's needs, wants, desires, and their core motivations that a robot, a chatbot cannot do. And the more that AI does the work, the more you must focus on the wisdom. Double down on those soft skills, storytelling and active listening and conflict resolution. These are the hard skills of 2026 and beyond. And these are the skills that cannot be replaced. AI will give you the answer, but it will never give you the true why. And in a world of automated logic, the person who provides the meaning, the human meaning, wins every single time. So you don't have to compete with the machine, but you can lead it.